I've been cheating on my husband with his brother for 6 years. Hello everyone. I stumbled upon this site by chance and decided to share my story. A little about me. My name is Jessica, I'm 28 years old, and my husband is 30. We live in a small town in Indiana. We've been married for 8 years, and we have a daughter, 7 years old. My lover is 34. So, it happened that I've been cheating on my husband with his own brother. My husband's name is John, and my lover's name is Victor. When I started dating John, I didn't know his brother at all and hadn't met him. This was because he was studying and living in another city. He got married there to Anna, and they had a daughter. But then, they decided to move back to their hometown. They returned around the time John and I were preparing for our wedding and had already filed the marriage papers. I only met my husband's brother and his family when we went to give them a wedding invitation. At that moment, I didn't pay any attention to Victor. We were in a rush, wedding chaos, moving preparations, no time for deep introductions. Our next meeting was only at our wedding. When they came to congratulate us, I stood there, looked at Victor, and thought, what a handsome man. My husband is dark-haired, and I've always liked blondes, slightly taller than me, with an average build. Victor, on the other hand, is blonde, tall, blue-eyed, with an excellent physique, which hasn't changed at all since then. By the end of the evening, we ended up dancing a slow dance. He immediately started telling me how beautiful I was, how incredibly lucky his brother was to have me, and that he wished he had a wife like me. All I could do was smile. I thought, well, he's had a few drinks, who knows what a drunk person might say. After that, my husband and I went on vacation. I found out I was pregnant there, and then our daughter was born. Slowly but surely, I began to realize that my relationship with my husband was deteriorating. He didn't help at all around the house or with our daughter. It was all on me. Meanwhile, Victor didn't waste time and confessed his love to me every time we met, saying he thought about me day and night. One time, he and I met at a cafe. He was saying the same things as always, and I kept refusing, saying I had a husband, I loved him, and I couldn't do that to him. After that meeting, I went to a mall and saw my husband with some girl. I didn't make a scene with my husband, but something in me just snapped. I decided to throw caution to the wind and realized I wanted to be with Victor. That's how it all started between us. 6 years have passed since then, and we are still together. At first, I thought it was just a game, and I didn't believe his confessions. Over time, we bought a house on the outskirts of town where we meet. I only believed in his confessions and realized I loved him myself after I became pregnant after 2 years of meeting. When I told him, he was incredibly happy. He started telling me to pack my bags, that we would live together. But I understood that we couldn't do that because our daughters were still too young. So, I decided I would have an abortion. When he realized this, he had a breakdown. I'd never seen him like that before. He was trembling, he started crying, and we just lay there in each other's arms, crying. After that, he was depressed for much longer than I was. In short, we've been together for 6 years now. Every time, he tells me we should pack our bags and be together. But I'm afraid. I'm not afraid for myself, but for him. If it doesn't work out between us, I won't be alone. I'll have my parents, my family. But he won't have that. He'll be alone. If we talk about conscience, I was tormented at the beginning. Now it seems easier, but also not really. In this situation, I pity Victor's wife the most. She's a very good girl. She loves him, and trusts me. Sometimes, we have heart-to-heart talks, and she starts telling me about their relationship. She says they don't sleep together at all, and if they do, it's only if she initiates it, and even then, it's boring and lackluster. And I know how it is with me and him. This really bothers my conscience. Lately, I can barely stop myself from telling everyone everything. I think this lie will end soon. What should I do? Write your comments. I hope my husband doesn't see this video.